Welcome to a beautiful evening in East Providence. My name is Al Gomes. Hi guys. Give yourself a round of applause. Hey, my name is Al Gomes. I'm from Big Noise in Providence. I've been working with the Beach Boys and their creative team for 10 years on, box sets and contributing ideas to collections, Grammy campaigns, what actually helped win them one of their first Grammy Awards ever for their box set, the Smile Sessions. Yes, absolutely. By the Recording Academy members, first ever 4 years ago. The reason we're here tonight is that 40 years ago, the Beach Boys played what has turned out to be the biggest concert ever in Rhode Island history. Yes. Yeah. And it happened in Pawtucket, Rhode Island at the Narragansett Park Race Track on September 2nd, 1977. So tonight, I have Assistant Mayor Robert Brito, East Providence Mayor James Bryden, Adam Tominski from Rand Whitney, the property where the concert took place, his wife, Lynn. We have from Pawtucket, Mayor Donald R. Grebian, and Grammy Award nominee Alan Boyd, who works with the Beach Boys, an award winner, and my partner, Connie Watrous. Okay, we're going to start things off. We've got a few proclamations and citations to give. We're going to read you a little history. This is from Mike. This is on the post where the stage was located. And this will give you a little background into what happened in September of 1977. On September 2nd, 1977, the Beach Boys performed for the largest concert audience ever assembled in the history of Rhode Island. A record that has never been broken. Oh, yes. Over 40,000 fans gathered to watch their performance at the Narragansett Park Race Track in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, essentially increasing the population of the city by 50% for one day. The band included founding members Brian Wilson, Carl Wilson, Dennis Wilson, Mike Love, and Al Jardine, along with their backing band, Charles Lloyd, Ed Carter, Billy Hinchy, Bobby Fagora, Carly Manuz, Elmo Peeler, and their horn section Tornado. British hitmaker Leo Sayer served as opening act for the show. The concert also had the distinction of being the largest payday for the Beach Boys in their career up until that point. Is this it? Yeah. The band played selections in support of their album, The Beach Boys Love You, and they do. And the concert took place 2 weeks before the release of Dennis Wilson's acclaimed album, Pacific Ocean Blue, which Mike Love wrote the lyrics to the title track to.
Amazing how this 1 mile long oval racetrack, which held over 40,000 music fans in its center, being surrounded by years and years of power, sheer power of some of the world's fastest championship thoroughbred horses of a bygone era, racing and circling what would become the concert site, absolutely contributed to the incredible energy of the Beach Boys fans on that historic summer. In addition to being the location of the biggest musical audience in the state's history, the spot is also notable for having hosted the largest gathering ever for a sporting event in Rhode Island on Labor Day of 1934. So 40 years before the Beach Boys made history, 40 years before that, there was history being made with a sporting event. This continued the tradition of many historical moments on the site, including the launch of the legendary champion Seabiscuit's career.
The record-breaking concert took place on September 2nd, 1977, was truly a crowning moment in Rhode Island musical history, especially since it happened with America's band in the birthplace of our nation. So congratulations to the Beach Boys for having the biggest musical event in Rhode Island musical history. We have a citation for the United States Senate for Mike and the Beach Boys. I'm going to read it to you from Senator Jack Reed. United States Senate Certificate of Accomplishment honoring the Beach Boys in recognition of the 40th anniversary of the largest concert attendance in Rhode Island history, signed Jack Reed, Senator of Rhode Island. And now Connie's going to read some words on behalf of the Governor of Rhode Island.
Governor Gina Raimondo, Governor of the State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantation, extend my congratulations to the Beach Boys. As you commemorate the 40th anniversary of your record-breaking concert at the Narragansett Raceway in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, your performance on September 2nd, 1977 remains the most widely attended concert in the history of the state of Rhode Island. In acknowledgement of your musical and historic contributions to the Ocean State, it is my distinct pleasure to issue the Certificate of Special Recognition from Gina Raimondo.
And I would like to introduce the mayor and assistant mayor of East Providence. You guys know where East Providence is, right? There you go. I'd like to introduce Mayor James Bryden and Assistant Mayor Robert Brito.
It's my honor to present this proclamation on behalf of the City of East Providence. Whereas this is a great moment in Rhode Island musical history for the host cities of Pawtucket 40 years ago and East Providence today. And 40 years later, East Providence is very proud to be the city once again as the venue for the Beach Boys kickoff first ever concert at the brand new venue at Gold Point Park Pavilion. Now therefore I, James A. Bryden, Mayor of the City of East Providence, on behalf of the East Providence City Council, do hereby declare in the City of East Providence that August 9th, 2017 shall be known as Beach Boys Day.
The City of East Providence welcomed the Beach Boys 40 years ago, and we certainly welcome here today. Thank you very much. It gives me a great pleasure this afternoon to present the key to the city from the City of East Providence. And on behalf of the City Council members, Beach Boys keys. Thank you, gentlemen.
We are really very honored that all this attention has been brought upon that very memorable concert, but I must admit we spent the money a long time ago. But we want to thank Al and Connie for working so hard on organizing all these people from East Providence, from Pawtucket, the owners of the facility now. And we are very honored to be recognized in this way, and you know, thank you for being here to be a part of this. Thank you.
Okay, now we have the Honorable Donald R. Grebian, who's going to present a proclamation.
Al, stay here with me. Guys, come on up here. Mike, Bob, come on up. Adam and Lynn, I'm not going to read the citation because the citations all say the same thing. We are here 40 years, or almost 40 years later, very close. We were having a conversation at the backstage about how the first venue was in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and I have the privilege of representing that community. We had 40,000 folks that were there, and yes, it was better than half our population, and it increased us. And how East Providence provided the parking. Well, Pawtucket didn't provide the parking, but East Providence, Mayor, Assistant Mayor, thank you for having them back here in the state of Rhode Island. So, Adam and his wife Lynn work for Rand Whitney. As we talked about, Pawtucket has dedicated a street, and we've changed the name to the Beach Boys Way. And if you can help me with this here, we're going to make the presentation. The signs have gone up in front of Rand Whitney, but so as the Industrial American Revolution started in Pawtucket, so did the Beach Boys. Thank you for everything you're doing, and keep up the great entertainment, and we hope you enjoy the concert tonight.
Also, if you ever drive on our street, you won't get a ticket.
We'll talk about that later, all right? But thank you, Al. Great opportunity.
Thank you, everybody. Go see Beach Boys Way. If you want to do it on the Google Maps, it's at 455 Narragansett Park Drive at Rand Whitney. And on that very spot, you'll see a plaque there, and on that very spot is where the Beach Boys stood and played to 40,000 screaming fans on September 7th. Again, the biggest musical event in the history of Rhode Island. Thank you too, Mike. Thank you, Bruce. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.